The crimes of Jeffrey Dahmer made the world cringe. 17 murders. Cannibalism. Sex with the dead. A man who made his Milwaukee apartment into a violent and erotic death chamber.
Jeffrey Dahmer, born May 21st, 1960, was an American serial killer who took the lives of 17 males between 1978 and 1991. Jeffrey Dahmer was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was described as an energetic and happy child until the age of 4, when surgery to correct a double hernia seemed to effect a change in the boy. He became increasingly withdrawn following the birth of his younger brother and the family's frequent moves. Early teens, he was disengaged, tense, and largely friendless. Over the course of the more than 13 years, Dahmer sought out men, mostly African American, at gay bars or clubs, gave them alcohol, drugged them, then strangled them to death, and engaged in sexual acts with the corpses. This happened between 1978 and 1991. Most of the killings occurred in Milwaukee in his grandpa's home, place to where he was living momentarily, although some people believe there were many more locations and many more murders. Alright, so let's talk about the reason why he did all of this. So he did all these murders because he did not want to be alone and did not want his sexual partners to leave him. That's the main idea to why he's killed his victims, but psychologists infer that there are much more deeper reasons to his murders. Right, so Jeffrey Dahmer's victims. Dahmer's first murder occurred just after graduating high school in June 1978, when he picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks and took him to his parents' home. Dahmer proceeded to get the young man drunk. When Hicks tried to leave, Dahmer killed him by striking him in the head and strangling him with the barbell. He dismembered the corpse of his first victim, packed the body parts in plastic bags, and buried them behind his parents' home. He later exhumed their remains, crushed the bones with a sledgehammer, and scattered them across. Dahmer initially pleaded guilty of all his acts, but on February 15 of 1992, they were returned approximately after 10 hours deliberation to find him guilty, but sane on all counts. He was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms in prison, with a 16th term tacked on inmate. Dahmer reportedly adjusted well in prison life, although he was initially kept apart from a general population, mostly because for his safety. Jeffrey Dahmer was later killed on November 28th of 1994 by another inmate, Jesse Anderson, and another person was murdered too, Christopher Scarver. They were hit with one of the weight bars and later died of injuries. Why I chose this topic. Alright, I chose this topic for a very simple reason. I just found this man very interesting. Not that I like his ideology by any means, I just think it's quite amazing, yet horrible how many person can go, and all the horrible acts our mind can make us do. And yeah, that's pretty much why I chose him. So that period 6 is the reason why I chose Jeffrey Dahmer as my final project topic.